त्वमादिदेवः पुरुषः पुराणस्तमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानम् वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया ततं विश्वमनन्तरूप.
Sirishraya, you be with us for the fourth chapter.
No, I'm not qualified. Each level.
No one better than you, Bhaiya. No one better than you. who can be more qualified than you?
There is proper. In fact, this was my first time for L3 level. So this was my first experience, and then I had such a nice experience with you all. So there is a test that happens, and then there's a training that happens. Again, after that, there is a test. So it's not easy to get into this. But in this class, I think all of you, if you practice a little bit, you definitely have that, that substance to be able to become that CT.
Bhaiya, I might not be able to join tomorrow because it's my birthday, Anand Utsav. So I won't be able to share my experience. But thank you so much for your encouragement at each of these chapters. I have really learned a lot from
you. So, Ali, did you have any engagement? We would have loved to, wish you.
Yes. I might go out. I'm not so sure. That's the reason I couldn't commit to the Anand Utsav. Your birthday tomorrow. Thank you. But thank you, Bhaiya. I'm really glad. I wish you come back for fourth level. But I understand. Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
Whether I learned Gita or not, Bhaiya, I've learned patience from you. Now, when I handle my granddaughter, I smile and said, okay, proceed.
RS Bhaiya.
जी भैया जी.
You have 4 minutes only.
Okay, thank you very much. Bhaiya ji, as about this lesson, when I talk about lesson, I mean chapter 7. The very first sloka says, Maya Saktmanah Partha Yogam Yunjan Madasraya Asamshayam Shamagram Mam Yatha Jyashyasi Tatshinu. When I put this sloka in the light of physical sciences, evolution process, and chapter 4 in Gita and other contexts in Gita, I find a very different explanation, very practical even. In one of my video, maybe you have gone through, I have pointed out that this yoga, as expressed in chapter 4 of Gita, practically speaking, I find it nothing but a practice of Sanyam and Tap. Whatever level we are, when we withdraw our attempts, our ventures from outside world and focus on our being, then what happens? Then we can see above the worldly affairs. And then we try to go to that level. And for that, we have to do tapa. What is tap? Tapa is not letting our senses to go towards their subjects as they are flowing impulsively. Impulsively they are running after the subjects. Sabdaspars, Roop, Ras and Gandha. But when we refrain, when we restrain, what happens? That is tapa. And following this process, we move on and on.
And we have only 1 minute left. Can we take the ending prayer?
Okay.
Yes, Bhaiya. Please chant.
Yes. Ending prayer. Okay. First. Thank you, Bhaiya, for reminding. योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. So Bhaiya, I find that practically speaking, even this Yoga Path, this Atma Path is not different from our path of life. First, it passes through life and then it takes us beyond this worldly life. As it is said in sloka number 2 of chapter 4, Evam param para praptam imam rajarsayo viduhu. First of all, when it is awakened in our sura, then it comes, as I told that day, then it comes to our mind and then it comes into our desire, attempt, and action. An awakened soul gives motivation from within, and we achieve all the worldly pleasures without much pain and effort. Then we have leisure to think and to move on Yogapath beyond worldly life. If we remain niskam and don't attach our attempts motivated by Sanyam and Tap to any worldly fruit, using the same motivation from the soul, we move following the same process of Sanyam and Tap, ultimately reaching to the ultimate goal, that is self realization, the salvation. यदक्षरं वेदविदो वदन्ति विशन्ति यद्यत्ययो वीतरागाः यदिच्छन्तो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण प्रवक्ष्ये तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण प्रवक्ष्ये